Hello everybody, this is Mike Myers at Fretz RV. We're here to talk a little bit about the brand new Roadtrek here. I'll show you what this thing's all about. Roadtrek offers you the convenience of having an entire motorhome in an easy, drivable, compact unit that is like driving a van. Mercedes chassis, great handling, fun to drive, turbo diesel, pretty to look at. You pick your colors, we've got some great color options. As you can see, a really nice step is coming out right away for me. Guess what? It's the size of my foot. So I don't slip and fall, coming in, coming out. That is something that's probably a $2,500 item just right there. When you close the door, guess what? It's out of your window. It's not getting left on the ground or hitting the curb or getting torn off when you're going around a corner. Great feature. So, show and tell day, we didn't put the screen in, but there's a beautiful screen that fits right through here. It's not one of these sliders that people like to use that breaks in 10 minutes, because Roadtrek gives you a 6-year warranty with the product. So all the screens and products that go in here need to be usable multiple times. They test them. It has nice magnets to stick to the side. Go on in. This particular vehicle, what's unique to Roadtrek and some of the industries following suit is lithium iron power cells. So this particular vehicle has 800 amp hours of power. So the amp hours, the advantages of lithium are it can be fast charged by an engine generator that is underneath the hood that produces 35 watts. So the battery system is charged short order while you're driving it. And if the voltage goes below a certain level, the automobile will start and recharge the battery system for 35 minutes and recharge you. Okay. No generator needed. So you're driving, whatever fuel you're burning to drive, that's the end of it. You don't stop and fire up a small engine that sits underneath you. Okay? So coming inside, this particular vehicle is called a CS, nicknamed for Camper Special. So you're going to have a large refrigerator, so if you'd like to be on the road for a little bit of time, you actually have a freezer and a sizable refrigerator. And the other thing that I think is tremendous about it is, unlike the under-the-counter fridge, you don't need to do a headstand to see what's in it. You can open it, take a look at what's going on, it's right there. It's a very low draw. It's electric only. It is going to basically run off of our electrical system, but has a super low draw. So as this fridge is running, you're also receiving solar. So Roadtrek has different option packages. This one, I believe, has 470 watts of solar, which are going to keep you running without discharging. So you can be out in the sun and equal exchange to run the refrigerator all day without the energy loss. So the lifeblood over here are the lithium power cells. They have computers in them and heat pads in them. We turn them on and off here, and they're going to provide everything for us. So that includes our air conditioning and our microwave. All of the lights inside are all LED with single switches. Because electricity, and this is such an efficient vehicle, we can turn off the lights as singles rather than banks of lights. All right, so coming forward into the coach, when we get to some of the storage, there's some things that are a little bit unique to Roadtrek here. One, I like to make sure everybody understands that when they're building this product, it's wood and marine grade plywood. When these doors are put on, it's a piano hinge. So instead of having 8 screws hold on a door that's going down the road 80 miles an hour, you have about 40 screws holding this together with a large piano hinge. When the big thing that might set these guys apart from all the copycats that are in the industry right now, these guys have been around for decades. We've had them for decades, since the 80s. We've been selling them since then. We're one of the oldest Roadtrek dealers in the country. when you come through here, you're going to see it's one of the widest aisles. One of the reasons is when they designed the bathroom, its storage size is smaller than its operating size. A really cool little teeny tiny invention that changes it all is this additional piece here, so that when we go in it, we've got enough elbow room to do the paperwork. So when you're in it, it's this size. When you're storing it, it's nice and out of the way. Many of the other vehicles, you actually have to wait till someone gets out of the coach. We call it the dance. Got to do the dance. Sorry, you got to get out of here so I can get by you. Okay, coming through here, massive storage in the coach. When we look at these drawers, a lot of RVs, when you go to open a drawer, you find there's no drawer there. It's just a cabinet face that doesn't even come off sometimes because a hot water heater's back there, because a furnace is back there. This particular coach has an onboard Aldi system, which is like a house radiator. So it is through your floor, radiators along the side. It's the most comfortable heat that you're going to experience. It's like that old stone farmhouse with the radiators, just feels great. So what it does for us is it allows us, we don't need to come over here and lose all of our drawers to a furnace. But when we open up the drawers for a van, this is tremendous. Part two, when these drawers are made, a lot of companies will just stop the drawer here because it's too much labor. It's too much labor to go around it, around the fittings underneath here. They're going underneath. They're making the drawer bigger. They're taking the extra time to do the labor. All of this, white-faced or not, is marine grade plywood. It's screwed together. Some of the other really cool features here are, we talked a little bit about a more advanced heating system. Your hot water is also on a similar system. So it is fired by, your option is either propane or diesel. If it's fired by your propane or diesel, if it's summertime and you don't want to fire up an entire system, we have another option. We literally have an on-demand hot water system here that we flick on the inverter, and it's smart. It's going to time you out so that you cannot deplete your batteries by running the system. So we have little controls over here are going to designate whether it's 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then it shuts it off. So even if we forget, it's mining our energy for us. You do have options for induction stoves. This particular unit that I'm in does have a propane stove here. The countertop is granite. This particular color is obviously your dark color, but you have other options. There's even now a white interior option if you'd like it. Back area has always, the mainstay is the bed is easy to get in and easy to get out. When we want to get in and out of bed, we've got some great options. If we're just going to take a nap quickly, all we really need to do is put the back bed down, clear some space. We're pretty well done. Whether there's one of you, two of you, I'm 6 foot tall. I fit in here no problem. Someone taller than 6 foot is also going to fit. But when I want to get in and out of bed, I don't need to climb over anybody. I just put my feet on the floor, walk out. If I need to go to the bathroom in the night, I don't need to climb out of the hole in the corner and wake the other person up. So we also have an option to fill the whole bed area in and have a very nice king-size bed in the back here. And with the power sofa, it becomes incredibly easy to flip this back up to a lounge area. So if we want to just relax here, lounge a little bit, we can run the seat back in a nice kind of recliner position. My TV's right here, DVD player, and this particular unit and the Roadtrek in general will have a 5.1 surround sound with a subwoofer on the bottom. So if by reason I'm a camper myself, so I know some people like to make the bed made up. If you like to make the bed as a bed at all times, we have an option to go up into the front and create our lounge there. That way we could leave the bedding on at all times and never mess with it. However, some really cool little touches over here. When I bring the bed down, guess what? I got a drink holder. I got a place I could put keys, glasses, phone. There's charge systems up here.
The lights are press button. All I need to do is, if I'm reading and I'm done, press the face, they go on, they go off. Good night. Heating and cooling system over in our corner here is our cool little Aldi system. This system is going to provide in-floor heat for us, radiators, and it's also going to provide our hot water resource. So we can individually turn them on and off as well. This side here, we're going to have the unique ability to run our air conditioner off of our battery system. Big deal, big deal. Roadtrek's been doing this since 2014. Lots of risk in these new technologies. The company has stood behind the product and offers a 6-year warranty as part of the program. So if we're running our air conditioner at night and we're running low on power, we have a sensor system that will start the car, recharge the system. You probably aren't even going to wake up. It will do so 5 times. The voltage system and how it is regulated is right up top here in this control system. So some people say, well, what's the advantage? The advantage is rather large. When someone buys a generator, there's no real true emission standards. There's no sound standards for a generator. It's kind of like taking a lawnmower, screwing it underneath your motorhome and turning it on at night. So it's pretty loud. Your option here is when the battery system does start to deplete, it's going to start the engine, which is a clean burning diesel. It does meet emission standard. It is also a quiet engine that also meets noise standards. Okay, so I talked a little bit about having a second option. What's so nice about this vehicle is we haven't opened everything up to show you all the storage, but we have this great option where if we do choose to leave the back made up as a bed, I always have a way for 2 people to sit, eat, talk, do some work, flip the TV this direction. Front seat swivel, really easy. It's all nice ultra leather. You pick the colors you like. You spin it and get in it. Anyway, the table is a bit intelligent design, and it is a pedestal-based table. Okay, the reason it's cut, everyone looks at this and says, well, why is it this strange shape? Well, there's a reason. Okay. When the table is up, it can absolutely fit 2 plates. You can eat, but when you want to get through the aisle, you don't need to disassemble an entire table to get through your motorhome or get to the outside. Spin it. You can spin it to get around the table very easily. It has its own nice little home right behind the chair, which is everybody's making a van now, right? RVs are popular. We're here in boom time right now. So everybody's got a little copy thing. You know, and some of them look at this and go, well, how do you beat a company that's been doing it for 30 years? A lot of time is price. This product has had years and years and years and years of development. They take measurements of all the cabinets. They make sure that a plate will fit. The other thing that I briefly discussed, which is a very big part of it, and by the way, if you'd like more information, I'm limiting how deep we go into this. The Ecotrek system is the lithium system, and there are great videos on YouTube that you can learn a little bit how they work, how they boot up, what happens to them if it gets cold, things like that. Up here is our solar module. So this solar regulator is charging at all times. I'm pulling a charge in right now just from the lighting in the bay here. It's always charging the battery. So when I store the unit, if I turn all my power off, this is live. It's always charging my batteries. When I come out to the coach, it's always charged. Right? And like I said, cabinets are measured. There's great space. There's nice positive latches on everything. And another way that things that people really enjoy, your second option, if it's not quite hot enough to be running the air conditioner, you have a nice, very high volume fan right here, and it's a fantastic fan brand, and it will pull tons of air. So if the vehicle's closed and you open the rear window, it's very much going to feel like the fan is in the window, blow it right across you, keep you comfortable. There is a remote. This is really nice. The remote, we set it a temperature, gets hot, fan comes on. Cools down enough, fan shuts down. We have 5 speeds. We also have a rain sensor. So if we leave for the day, we have this real nice option of these awning style windows on a CS. So these windows could be open during the rain. So if it's a muggy day, you want to keep some ventilation going through, won't matter. It can pull the air through. If you get a heavy rain, your lid's going to shut and your fan will shut off for you. Going around to the outside, there's a couple neat features. So we're outside. We're not really outside because it's cold in Pennsylvania right now. But to the outside of this motorhome, what I like to point out that's different, you don't see a box for a hot water heater over here. It is nice and clean looking. People that like products like this is quiet. There's no disturbance at night. You can sneak into places other motorhomes don't go because they have noisy generators. This thing is silent. We have our connections all underneath here, and we have a macerator that's built in. So what the macerator does, it takes your normal toilet and your sewer tanks and allows you to have a nice self-storing hose. You don't need to fill up storage, and it goes up into a reel of its own. It can pump uphill and it utilizes a much smaller diameter hose, so it's easier to handle. So when I want to dump, I pull it out, open my valves, and hit the button. It grinds and pumps. Very nice feature. And something that's unique nowadays is this vehicle actually has a spare. Many manufacturers don't give you a spare. This one actually has a spare, plus roadside assistance. And I'm going about this lazy man way. When we close these down, they're very well hidden. We don't even know those connections are there. Coming to the back, we have an outside shower, hot and cold water right to the side. We can see the nice Mercedes system. The chassis on these has all kinds of safety features. We have heated seats. The back end of this vehicle is an extended length, so it has an additional foot or so of storage. The back, where a lot of people say, well, the vans, what about storage? This is a minimalist kind of package. We know that the things we need are some leveling blocks, and we need a garden hose, and those things will absolutely fit in here. Some folding lawn chairs, nice type of umbrella type, they'll fit right in here. Here we can see the back of one of the radiators for that nice heat system that we talked about. Nice little golf holder if you're into golfing. But the back end of this, where you're going to put these indoor-outdoor items, great feature. This is all flat and a nice cleanable type of plastic with a lip around it, like a nice floor mat. So you're not going to get it filthy, that it's not able to be cleaned. Doors come off. Swing all the way around and connect here. So sometimes people say to me, man, that window doesn't open enough. It's engineered so that the window does not come in contact with the door. But with that nice high volume fan that you've got inside, it's going to pull plenty of air through for you. Hitch already on the back. If you take a look here, the lithium batteries are sitting below the chassis underneath with pins for service. The dealer and Roadtrek ask you that you don't. They're not maintenance for you, they're maintenance for us. So, now I could probably talk about another hour about this coach, but I'm pretty sure the person filming and watching are about done with me by now. So, there you have it. 50% of all the good stuff on this Roadtrek CS, a Mercedes chassis.